Here with women's tennis coach Jeff Halberg. Coach, busy weekend last weekend for the ladies, 3 matches in 3 days, and then this weekend, step out of conference play, but another busy weekend with 2 matches on Saturday. Let's rewind a little bit and talk about last weekend. First 2 matches, you've got St. Catherine and Gustavus Friday and Saturday, 2 of the top teams in the conference. Very talented teams. Talk a little bit about those 2 matches.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be tough going in. Kate's, of course, is the reigning conference champions. They had returned most of their team from last year. And I was actually quite pleased with how we finished. They were very tough in doubles, and we got off to a little bit of a slow start there. But we really kind of regrouped and got back in and played some great singles matches. So the score was a little bit misleading because it was actually a very good match. And I was just pleased with the way we competed. The next day at Gustavus, credit to Gustavus. I mean, they improved from last year. They've been the perennial powerhouses every year in the conference. They've won so many titles, and John, their coach, John Carlson, really he reloaded this year. They are very tough again, very deep. And we didn't come out with quite the fire that we did against St. Kate's, and so they got us. They got a good lead on us and never let up on us. So they did a very nice job against us. But the thing I was pleased about was that the ladies didn't let it rattle them. They came right back and were very businesslike and hardworking in that last match. 3 matches in 3 days, and you wouldn't have been able to tell. They played with fire, they played with determination, and they really never let Morningside in. And we had a close loss to Morningside the year before, so for them to come to our place and then we kind of routined them, I was really pleased because we just played really well. And all the efforts we'd put in the last 2 days, and the fact was that that they had the third match 3 days and that it was a solid opponent. The ladies played great, and so we got a good win there.
It does say a lot about the team. You come off of back-to-back losses against 2 very good teams, but then to be able to put that aside and focus on that Sunday match against Morningside, it does say a lot about this team in that they are very businesslike and they make sure that past is in the past and they're focused on that match that is at hand.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an encouraging sign because it's a fairly young team. We've just got the one senior, Grace Sackman, so they're doing a lot of learning as the matches go. But that's the part I really enjoy seeing is that they've got a really great temperament to them. They're just great gals, but they don't let things rattle them. They just keep putting in the hard work, and that's really all you can ask of a team. Especially when they're at a stage where they're still learning and getting ready to compete at the higher levels. So.
Individually, I know it is a team sport, but individually, you've got a couple of athletes who are playing very well, and it's their first years. Megan Vandenberg and Haley Jorgensen are both having outstanding seasons. Megan's got 8 wins, and Haley's got 7 in singles. I'm sure as the person who recruited them, you knew what they had, but are they maybe a little ahead of where you might have expected them to be at this time?
Well, it's always a little bit of an unknown quantity when they come in. I had seen Megan play quite a bit, so I knew her qualities, and I had seen her play both singles and doubles, and I knew that she would suit us well. She's very fit, she's very steady, and probably the thing that, if anything, holds her back is that she doesn't know how good she is. I think she's a very humble person, and she just. I think she was worried about making the team when we brought her in, and I was like, yeah, that's not going to be a problem, Megan. It's more of where you're going to play. And she was, I think she was truly surprised by that. She was like, really? It's like, yeah, you're going to play. And she's obviously done really well. So she's just one of those people that's a nightmare for anybody to play because she doesn't really have any great weaknesses. She can hit the ball clean off both sides. She's very fit. So no point is easy to end because she can dig out a lot of shots. She has offense of her own. She can attack and got a great serve and great overhead. So, she's a real danger for anybody to play. Haley was one where I hadn't actually had a chance to see her play. It was she'd made the state tournament in Nevada. I got great information from her coach. But she came from a place where she didn't have a lot of personal attention. In the town she comes from, so we didn't know exactly what her fight would be. She had gotten good results where she was, And it's been really kind of a joy to watch her play. She's, there's things she's got to work on, and she knows. She's been digging hard and working hard to improve on things. But she's got this inner fight that's really, really neat to watch. Because she's a very quiet gal, but I mean, when she gets into the match, I mean, she'll do a little fist pumping and stuff like this, and it's kind of cool because she's, I think she's almost, she doesn't want to make too much of anything that she does, but yeah, she's been a great fighter for us, and a neat surprise because we didn't know coming in what she would give us, but she's pulled out matches for us. It's been great.
And you certainly will need both of them at the top of their games this weekend. You've got two non-conference matches against St. Norbert and UW River Falls. Kind of a little both ends of the spectrum in your opponents in that St. Norbert is really having an outstanding year. They're 18-3 right now. And then River Falls struggling a little bit, but have always given you an outstanding match. Talk a little bit about this weekend and from a coaching standpoint, what you want to get out of these two matches, sure, aside from two wins.
Yeah, well, yeah, well, we hope so. I know that Katie Krull, who's been playing high in the lineup, she's got a little problem, a knee problem that she's probably going to need to take the weekend off to rest it because it's been bothering her for a while. But that brings in other people into the lineup, into the mix. It's kind of fun to go to Green Bay because it's Megan's hometown, so we get to bring the team to her family and stuff like that, and let them watch. From the Norbert's is going to be tough. We beat them last year when we played them. We played them in Madison last year, but they have added strength to the team, so they're a little deeper than last year. So yeah, I expect that to be a real battle, and they've just done a great job of building their program and things. So it's a nice deep team. But we look forward to it. It was a great match last year, and we look forward to another one this year. River Falls, they're on a building cycle right now, but they've got a great new coach, Michelle Bailey, who actually is an old Winona State grad. I've known Michelle for years, and she's a very capable and knowledgeable coach. So hard to say how things will go this year, but I know that Michelle's going to build a great program there. So I look forward to that continued rivalry with them.
Two matches this weekend over in the Green Bay area against River Falls and St. Norbert. Good luck this weekend.